Well, it's going to be really windy for us in the foothills, and you might notice if you've been here for a long time or if you're just new to Colorado, those winds tend to be concentrated in the metro area right here along the foothills. So what exactly causes that wind to concentrate in the foothills? Well, it's something called a mountain wave. And if you've been here for a long time, you might have heard the term a mountain wave. Let's explain exactly what that is. First of all, our winds tend to come out of the west, right? And when they hit the Rocky Mountains, that air is, of course, forced to rise. But above the mountains, sometimes you get a stable air mass that's in place. And that air, as it rises, it becomes cool and eventually becomes heavy. And think about a kid going down a slide. Eventually, that air is going to rush its way down. But sometimes they've got that stable layer of air just above the mountains. Well, that essentially forces all that air to rapidly descend. So kind of think about blowing into a straw as opposed to something kind of bigger than that, like a pipe or something like that. When you get that straw effect, it forces that air to kind of narrowly accelerate and sink. And the result, these mountain wave events that we often get here along the Front Range, and that's what we're looking at for tonight. Those often produce the strongest winds that we see here in the metro area and across the Front Range. So when you get these really strong winds like tonight, with the potential for some 70-mile-an-hour winds, stay inside if possible. Of course, don't drive a high-profile vehicle, especially along Highway 93, and charge those phones just in case you lose power. I don't think tonight's going to be something like that, but this is perhaps the beginning of the mountain wave season. If you hear about the term mountain wave, you now know what that is.